Morning, folks. So as most of you are probably aware, I am definitely more of a homebody. Not just more of a homebody, I am just a homebody. I like being at home, I like being alone, I just like to do very mundane and kind of just slower things. I think that's something about myself that I've more so accepted recently. Because when I was in my early 20s, I felt kind of guilty about not, being out and about more. Like I felt that I needed to be out every weekend, going on some adventures, partying, hang out with friends, whatnot. Because, everyone's like, oh, don't waste your youth or, use this time while you have it, blah, blah, blah. And I get that, but at the same time, it's not for me, okay? Look at that, bean water. I mean, come on, you just can't beat it. I like this. Not just this, but just this. Today we're gonna be spending most of the day at home. If the kind of slower paced lifestyle is your thing, you're gonna wanna stick around. Brian is currently at work today, which gives me a lot of time to get things done around the house. Oh, hi, buddy. It's me and you today. Me and you. Hi. Jasper, I have your favorite new ball. Ready? 3, 2, 1. He's like, enough. If you guys saw my apartment tours like a year or two back, I had like a space-saving hack where I would essentially just put my dirty clothes inside of the laundry and not have like a separate laundry hamper or bag, just to kind of save some space. But after like a month or two, that clearly did not work out, because if you put dirty clothes in a slightly damp or wet laundry machine, it's gonna get funky real quick, so don't do that, okay? But yeah, we just now use like an old bag and we just put our laundry in there. And no, we still do not separate our colors. We just make sure to wash everything on the delicate cycle with cold water. And it works. And then we just toss in like a half of the Truest detergent strips and we're good to go. Also, a big thank you to everyone that supported my impulse purchase of this beautiful, it's called a Ficus Aubrey. I mean, just look at these leaves. Just look how cute they look. And also just like the overall shape of the tree is just very nice. And then for Rant's gaming console and accessories, all of that's in this bin, which I had an extra of the studio, so I just brought that over. Obviously the one downside of a TV like this is that there is no like media stand or storage, but it's just so beautiful. Come on. Whoa. What's gotten into this guy? Oh, hold on. Hey, can you move over? Come here. Jasper, move over. Oh, thank you. And I think finally we have now settled into our new routine. Previously, Ryan used to work in the kitchen as a chef. Our schedule, because his work hours were so late and I went to go pick him up most of the time, it would be very, very late. And now that he's been switching into coffee and more of a morning schedule, it's just been nice to have that like morning routine around the time that the sun is actually coming up. I just personally feel a bit more relaxed and calm earlier in the morning. I'm not talking about like 4:30 a.m. morning routine. I'm talking about like 7 a.m. And it's just been so nice. And I think when it comes to like building your routine, it just takes time and trial and error. Like you honestly don't know what works for you until you've tried the things that don't work for you. And personally for myself, I've done the 4 a.m. morning routines and I've done the 9, 10 a.m. morning routine, sometimes 11, because we were very tired. But now I'm just kind of getting back into my groove, and I'm just feeling really good about it. So yeah. And speaking of routines, a big thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. Now, the AG1 has been in my routine for the past 2 years now, since August of 2020. AG1 is a blend of 75 different vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. And the reason for me why I've been so consistent is that it's so much more than your average like multivitamin. Yes, the AG1 has your vitamins and minerals, but it also has dairy-free probiotics to help support your gut health. It's got a mushroom complex to support cognitive function. There's literally so much that's packed into that one tiny single scoop, and it just makes it very easy and accessible for me to just integrate it into my daily routine, whether it's in the morning or right after my workout. whatever works for you. And also what I really appreciate is that you can actually go on their website and see each of the ingredients and why it's in there. Especially on those days where your days are just a little bit hectic and chaotic, whether you're working or you're traveling. It's just nice to have your little pack of nutritional insurance with you. Just mix it in with some water and you're good to go. And because I want to hook you guys up with a good deal, if you guys use the link below, you get 5 free travel packs plus a year's supply of the vitamin D3 K2 drops. Just for using the link below. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So yeah, big thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video, as well as just supporting the channel for the past 2 years now. If it wasn't for sponsors like this that actually support me and the less shitty message, I just wouldn't be able to do this. So I'm just very thankful to you guys watching as well. So yeah, go check them out. Oh, my legs are so sore. A lot of the group class workouts I've been going to lately have been very lower body dominant, which is more than okay for me. We love some thick thighs. However, it's just making my legs very, very sore. I think I mentioned this before, but I am beyond the point where I'm bored of just regular traditional resistance training, just like lifting weights and putting them back down. At this point, I'm doing it because I like the feeling I get, you know, after workouts, and just, you know, it's a part of my routine and it's a discipline thing. But I need to find something different that I can kind of supplement like my regular resistance training with. I thought about running, but my feet, very flat, ankles, very pronated, just not built for running. That doesn't mean I can't do it. I should still kind of give it another shot. Anyways, we're not working out today. We're just gonna actually go for a nice nature walk by myself. I'm sorry, buddy, but you're gonna stay home, okay? You already had your walk this morning. All right, it's bedtime. Let's go. Back from my little adventure with some goodies in my less shitty tote bag. There's a corner store that reopened after some renovations. Family owned, super cute. Picked up this carrot and apple juice. I don't know, it just seemed really refreshing. I don't think I've ever had carrot juice. I have had carrots before, but carrot juice. Oh, okay, I've definitely had carrot juice before. That is delicious. Am I turning into a senior citizen? Like, why is that so good? I also found Celsius. In the LA vlog, I mentioned that like Canada doesn't really carry Celsius unless you go to like an exotic snack store. I mean, it's still like $5 a can because it's like a novelty, but yeah. Pick one up. And they also had some food. Here is a Jamaican beef patty. I haven't had a beef patty in well over 10 years. When our family first immigrated to Canada, parents used to work at a cafe, and at the cafe they carried beef patties. And I kid you not, I would almost have them on a daily basis. You have no idea how excited I am for this, but yeah, just this is not gonna be enough to keep me satiated, so I think I'm gonna make some ramen with it. I recently picked up this one. It's from Nongshim. It's the ansang. It says beef and fermented bean flavor with shiitake mushrooms. When you're making instant noodles, cut this away from the steam. Open it up so that when you dump it in, the steam doesn't shut the packet, if you know what I mean. One motion. Add your veggies. And then at the very end, we're just gonna add in an egg and do not mix it. I also forgot that I had some like leftover sundae, which is like some Korean blood sausage. I know it looks questionable, but I'm just gonna heat this up as well. It is delicious. All right, so there's a lot of different things going on here. So let me just take a little bite of each, and we'll go from there. So we got the ramyeon, which is a Korean instant ramen. I actually really like this one. It's not really spicy. It's more so just savory. A little bit of spice, but here's why I don't mix the egg. I like the little kind of clusters rather than having it like dispersed within my soup. So here's what the Korean blood sausage looks like. It's honestly just filled with glass noodles and spices and veggies. Sausage probably isn't the right word for it, because when you think of sausage, you just think of like meat in a casing. But this is essentially just veggie noodles. Then you just dunk it in some salt and pepper. Save the packaging for you guys next time you go to the Korean grocery store. Let's have a sip of my carrot juice. I think because it's carrot and apple, it adds to that sweetness. And then finally, what we've been waiting for, the beef patty. It just tastes so nostalgic, which is kind of weird because all of this is very like nostalgia food for me. I remember when I was a kid, there was also like one marked with a red dot that would be like the spicier version, and that one was so good too. But this one's solid. Now this is definitely more than my daily intake of sodium that I need, but you know, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. I think another reason that I felt so kind of like pressured to be out and doing more is that whether good or for bad, I am technically in the influencer creator industry. And I think the perception is that like influencers like to party and go on these like gifted trips and free events, and you know, that's all part of it for some people. But for me, I'm not a big fan of it. And I'm not saying like I'm better than all these like party influencers. I wish I could do that. I wish I could have fun. I wish I could just like go out with a group of like strangers and just like have a great time. But you know, your boy has social anxiety and it's very difficult. And when I mentioned that in a short, a lot of people kind of, I guess, were a little bit surprised because on camera I can come off very kind of like energetic, almost extroverted. But keep in mind, the reality is that yes, although I'm talking to you guys, I'm currently alone at home with my dog, talking to a camera. I am talking to myself, essentially, right? I think that's part of the big reason why I feel comfortable, you know, in this space, in this setting, as a homebody. And I'm just very grateful that I'm able to do this and make a living this way, and have built this community that understands, you know, this kind of like boring-ish, mundane content. I feel like outsider looking in, you know, why is this guy making the same coffee sequence that he's been doing for the past 8 years? Why is he showing the same workouts that he's been doing for the past 8 years? Which, you know, as a content creator has its pros and cons. You know, I don't like doing those big, flashy, clickbaity, super saturated, red arrows, loud face expressions thumbnail and draw more people in. For me, it steers me away from that type of content. Like whenever I see a thumbnail like that, I'm just like, you know, that video is probably gonna start with the creator yelling at me. I don't need that in my life. Oh my god, it's just, beef patty is so good. So if you're in your like 20s and 30s and you feel like you're wasting your life because, you know, you do the same thing all day, every day, you're stuck in this rut. Of course, it's nice to kind of break away from your routine and the comfort of your home, but, you know, really examine the reason why you might be feeling that way. Is it because you feel pressure from other people, from watching their like Instagram stories and their like highlight reels? Are you feeling pressured because of that? Because if that's the reason, I can assure you that they don't feel like that all the time. So why not enjoy your comfort? Why not enjoy the fact that you have time to work on yourself, that you're in your own space? Why does that have to be a bad thing? I don't think it does. I feel like when I'm home by myself, and especially when there's not much else going on, I can really just kind of open up more versus like if I'm running around the city, you know, going to different restaurants and thrift stores and things like that, it's kind of hard to really sit down and kind of open up. But I like this. This is nice. But anyways, I do need to finish all of this food. I'll see you guys in a bit. Here's a close-up of the beef patty, in case you're interested, while it's still here, not in my tummy. All right, I'm done. Look at this sleepy puppy. Look at this guy. Okay, fine. Yeah, for the rest of the day, I think I'm just gonna chill at home with the dog, take it pretty easy, and then I'll probably go, should I go pick up Ryan from work? Yeah, I'll do that. I will be a good boyfriend and do that. So, I'll see you guys then. Tell everybody about your work. How was it? It was good. Did you make lots of coffees? I made a lot of coffee. My latte art is getting better. That's good to hear. Alright, so we got the lettuce wraps over here. Ryan's gonna burn potato fries. And I got a bowl. Okay, bye. Remember to be less shitty. What else should they remember?
Remember, this hand symbol is from Star Wars or something.
Okay.